What's up, fellas? Here at the Week 6 review. I do have some bad news before I jump into the video. I have the power rankings pretty much finished, but I left them at work, and I'm not going to go through doing that work. I do spend, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes putting it together. So I will post those in the morning when I get to work and have all the work I've done already, together. Just to kind of give you guys some insight into how I do it. I don't really look at the standings in our league at all. Like, I don't care what your record is. To me, that doesn't necessarily determine to me if your team is good or not, because you obviously could have played somebody shitty and you could have done shitty and still won. I.e. Derek beating Garrett this week, and I think both of them had the two lowest scores in the league, something along those lines. I mainly look at, how many points is your team scoring. I import our league into like another fantasy site, and it like ranks our teams. I use that some, and then it also will let me know everybody's record year to date playing everybody every week. So that gives me like a really good determination on how good a team is. If they're, let's say, like 50-10, if they would have played everybody every week, I mean, you got a very good team then. So I use those three metrics to kind of determine the power rankings there. But I will have that out tomorrow morning. Let's jump into the matchups, obviously, because my matchups always pull up first because I'm signed in as myself. We have my matchup versus Michael. I could not take down the beast that is our number one ranked team this season. Michael beat me 129-94. Looking at Michael's team, everybody scored double digits except two people. His defense got him 0, and Deontay Johnson got him 6. Nobody on his team killed it this week. I mean, everybody did well. 17 out of Hurts, 15 Mixon, 14 Miles Sanders, 15 A.J. Brown, 16 Allen Lazard, 15 Kelsey, 18 Ken Walker. His kicker got him 13. I mean, if everybody's going to score double digits, it's going to be very difficult to beat somebody. Obviously, he's got a major advantage every week with Kelsey at tight end, and that's being very prevalent this year with tight ends really, really sucking. Didn't have anything to mention on his bench. Obviously, had some players on bye. Looking at my team, Russell Wilson continues to just really hurt me. I've seen some funny things. His little saying, "Broncos, let's ride." I heard "Broncos, let's die" recently. I heard another funny one. I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but it's awful. I mean, I was telling somebody today, his contract has got to be one of the worst ever. Like, the amount of money they're paying him and what they're getting out of him. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have seen the little memes going on online where it's saying Russell Wilson's legally blind because there's, many times where guys are wide the fuck open and he doesn't throw it to them. Obviously, his team isn't playing very well on offense. Defense is playing great. I don't understand why they didn't play in the preseason at all, given a new coach, new quarterback, new system. You got to play. You got to practice. You got to get those practice reps in, and the fact that they failed to do that is definitely reflecting in their play on the field. I had McCaffrey get me 19. Unfortunately, plays on the Panthers still, and they can't score, but he's getting plenty of touches, plenty of work. Obviously, you guys are all aware there's a chance he may get traded. It'll obviously have to, in my opinion, be to a team that is a competitive team, a team that is competing and trying to win now. So that could probably be pretty good for him. I'm not sure he would get the ball quite as much, but probably have a much better opportunity at scoring touchdowns, which is massive in fantasy. Nick Chubb finally struggled a little bit, only 8 points. Big day out of Michael Pittman with 20. Just couldn't find the end zone. And a lot of single digits going on. Darrell Henderson got me 12, mainly just because he found the end zone, didn't play too well. Obviously, there's some running back controversy in I guess Los Angeles for the Rams. Akers is probably on the trade block, and so it looks like Henderson's going to be the number one now. So good for me, I guess. Nothing going on my bench either. Next up, we got the battle of the two guys that are got good records and are near the top of my power rankings, but both their teams suck this week. Derek was able to pull this out 76-74. Looking at Garrett's team, Kyler Murray struggled a little bit with 15. Obviously, he's likely lost his number one receiver currently, Marquise Brown, for the season. I haven't heard that definite. But then he gets Hopkins back, and they just traded for Robbie Anderson. So kind of a wash in my opinion. We'll see if they can do anything. Cliff Kingsbury probably needs to get fired, honestly. There's too much talent on that team to be as bad as they are. Austin Eckler's doing pretty well past few weeks. 19 there. Fournette got him 19. Then all three of his receivers combined for like 5 points. Actually, all four, because he played one in the flex, got combined 5 points, pretty much. Two of them got goose eggs, so that's hilarious. Hayden Hurst got him 3. Nothing out of his kicker and defense, really. He had points on the bench. If he plays a different kicker, I guess he wasn't sure if Butker was going to play or not, he wins. If he plays Mecole Hardman, he wins. If he plays Kirk Cousins, he would have just lost playing Kirk Cousins over Kyler Murray. But would have been nice, have that change in the coaching decision there. Looking at Derek's team, he has Lamar Jackson at 16, Dalvin Cook at 15. Mari Cooper found the end zone, got him 12. And everybody else had single digits. Jeff Wilson with half a point just sucked. Tyler Lockett was supposed to have a big day, 3 points. Tough there. Nothing really going on his bench there either. Next up, we have Dakota versus Jason F. Dakota won this one 132-107. Looking at Jason F's team, Josh Allen with 26. Singletary had 13. Deebo Samuel with 13. Gabe Davis with 15. Commanders defense got him 11. And then just a lot of single-digit efforts. Kyle Pitts did find the end zone, but was only able to get 9. Mike Evans was 6. Tough break there. Did have Brian Robinson on the bench, who had 12. He's looking good. Looks like he's got D-Hop on the bench as well, so he'll be able to start playing him, which will likely help his team out some. Looking at Dakota's team, Roble Gino this week. I think he paid quite a bit in free agency for him, and he got him a whopping 13 points. Saquon continues to play very well, 17. Kamara with 15. Jamar Chase really had himself a hell of a day, 29 points, mainly because the Saints defense can't tackle. That's really what it boiled down to. Jalen Waddle with 14. George Kittle had a nice day with 12. 12 out of his kicker and nothing going on the bench there. Nothing else to really talk of on his team. Next up, we got Ray versus Jason C. Ray won this one 94-75. Ray is 4-2, and I promise his team will probably still be near the bottom of the power rankings because his team is getting fucking lucky. But looking here, Mahomes got him 20. Elliott with 15. Justin Jefferson had 14. Had Alec Pierce in the lineup with 12. Zach Ertz with 11. Rams defense got him 10. Nothing really going on his bench. Darnell Mooney, he finally benched him and actually had double digits with 10. He had Garrett Wilson in the lineup, 1 catch for 8 yards. J.K. Dobbins, I guess he got hurt or something. I don't know. I know Kenyon Drake had a nice day for him, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that situation. Looking at Jason C's team, roll with Zach Wilson at quarterback. I guess he had Derek Carr on bye week, so had to throw something in there, and it definitely did not work out. 4.5 points. Najee Harris got him 12. Devontae Smith with 13. Dawson Knox found the end zone late in that game for 11. -4 out of his defense. 14 out of his kicker, though. Nothing on his bench. Isaiah McKenzie got him 2. Michael Carter with 5. Obviously it's going to be tough to win with that. Next up, we have Kenny over Dalton. This was 138-88. Dalton has 1 win, and it happens to be over me. So I'm glad everybody else can at least beat up on him, and hopefully we will definitely have a new champion this year. Looking at his team, Tom Brady with 14. Diggs, a big day for him, as all pretty much always, 26. Got 13 out of Godwin, and a lot of single digits there. Melvin Gordon, 1 point. I'm not really sure what's going on with that situation there. I didn't watch much of that game last night. Kareem Hunt got him a point. Aaron Jones continues to struggle. I don't know what's going on with the Packers. They lost their first home game in like 15 home games, so tough situation there. Benched Etienne, who had 12. Obviously wouldn't have made a difference, and I probably would have too, given who he started. But looking at Kenny's team, Trevor Lawrence, big day, 25. 23 out of Deion Jackson, 24 out of Tyreek Hill, 20 out of Mark Andrews. 4 guys getting 20. That's almost guaranteed victory. McManus got him 13 for kicker spot. Had Curtis Samuel only get him a point, but was still able to get the job done. And then the last matchup we have here, we have Garrett, number 2, with 126 over Josh, who had 82. Looking at Josh's team, Joe Burrow had a hell of a day with 33. CeeDee Lamb got him 10. And it's just single digits all the rest of the way. Had Juju on the bench, who had 20. Obviously could have helped him score more, but wouldn't have given him the victory by any means. CEH with 3. Mostert with 5. Higbee with 1. Just tough day. Obviously, try to get, in my mind, get cute, play Taysom Hill because he just had the huge day. When guys have a big day, it's likely, and especially when it's a kind of a fluky guy like that, it's probably not going to happen 2 weeks in a row. Only got him 4.5 points there. Obviously rolling with 2 tight ends when you don't have a stud is also a little risky. He has a lot of injuries on his team, though. Derrick Henry on bye. Looking at Garrett, number 2's team, Herbert only got him 8, but he was able to overcome it because Breece Hall got him 19, Ramondre Stevenson 23, Cooper Kupp probably his lowest scoring game of the year with 13, Adam Thielen got him 14, Brandon Ayuk 24. So nice day out of those guys. Not much else going on this team. I can't think that there's any big waiver pickups this week. Obviously, there's going to be quite a bit of teams on bye. I know the Eagles are on bye this week. The Bills, so a lot of very talented and good players are going to be on bye this week. So obviously, make sure you're setting your lineups. Get your waiver claims in for tomorrow. And like I said, we'll have power rankings out tomorrow. And best of luck to all you boys.